Hello there. Yes, two videos, one day. You guys are so spoiled. Huh. Anyways, a vote for Palin. I'd like to take this moment out to give my official Mightbejesus endorsement on former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. I honestly think that any red blooded American should cast their vote for Sarah Palin to pose naked on a calendar. Get that bitch out of my politics. Okay, she can stay in my country, but I don't want her making any decisions for anybody under any circumstances at all. I messed around like last election a couple of years ago, and I voted for. Well, I didn't vote for Palin. I voted for McCain because I kind of figured Obama, McCain. Really, it doesn't matter. They're both rich businessmen, you know. So and in effect, it really didn't matter much, except for the fact that we have a vice president nobody wants to see, which is okay because nobody ever does see him, as opposed to a vice president who would be like Hitler with tits. Titler. Anyway, I'm fucking genius, man. So, anyhow, now don't get me wrong, okay? Palin has made a couple of points which I can't entirely disagree with. She seems to think that she has more um, international diplomacy experience than a lot of other people in her position, a lot of her peers, because Alaska borders Russia and Canada. Um, I think on a very detail oriented, boring way, that's probably true. Um, I don't think that that suddenly means that Sarah Palin is a person we should be choosing to go over there and solve all the problems in the Middle East or do what I like to call Jimmy Carter's job. Say what you want about him. He may be some kind of, like old bumpkin, country bumpkin and peanut farmer who saw UFOs. That man can negotiate hostages out of any situation and can stop wars. Jimmy Carter is a fucking hero. All right. I remember his presidency. I don't remember jack shit about his presidency. I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old, I had a little coffee cup that I drank my little sippy milk out of. That was had his face on it, but I don't really remember much past that. But I do read books, and I've read some books about like his presidency and what he's done since. And Jimmy Carter is an awesome person, but we're not here to talk about how awesome Jimmy Carter is. We're here to talk about how terrible of a mistake it would be to put Sarah Palin in charge of anything other than Alaska. And she probably shouldn't even be in charge of Alaska either. Did you just throw that away? Those are my notes for Pardis. How am I going to know if I'm going to be able to build a bigger space farm and how much resources I'm going to have if you toss my notes away? Come on, a little respect. Sorry, my Pardis notes. It's a great game. I've tried to get all my friends to play it. None of them will because I'm the only cool person I know, other than my wife. Oh, well, my son officially plays. Uh, Anyways, Sarah Palin, thanks for interrupting with your cat butt. Cat butt. Anyhow, modesty in this house. So, yeah, Sarah Palin, man. Really? Aside from the fact that she's probably the best looking politician I can recall seeing. I want you to see my eyes because my eyes are pretty. So are hers. But you can't if I'm like this. You can just see my pretty mouth, which ain't that pretty. But come on now. I mean, all right, she's first of all, I think that we got a real good idea of how lucky we were that she didn't get voted into any kind of serious, federal position when her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend broke up and he said some stuff about her and instead of rising above it and just denying it like we expect all of our politicians to do. All right, first of all, I don't give a fuck if anything was true or not. Ow, your claws hurt me. Can you please just, oh my fucking god. It's a Republican cat. Enough said. I'm a Republican too, but she's a lot more. She's not liberal like me. Uh, anyway, so what does she do? She goes on the attack, and on a very huge and probably taxpayer expensive attack on Levi Johnston. First of all, fuck you, Levi Johnston. I'm more of a fucking stud than your bitch ass. Of course, I am kind of a stud, but how come I ain't getting paid for being a fucking stud, but Levi Johnston gets paid, man? Ooh. Anyways, I'm gonna stop play hating. It's his 15 minutes, and when his 15 minutes are up, he'll have a heart attack. So, and at the end of all of it, what really came about after all? The two kids got back together, and everybody just sees what kind of a dumbass Palin is. Now let's fast forward to she's going to start a reality TV show. Okay, now I know I'm a big one for saying that I wish most of our business people or most of our politicians weren't business owners or businessmen, businesswomen, business persons. But that doesn't mean that I want more actors and singers representing us either. The only person I can think of who represents me less than Sarah Palin, okay, is Jesse the Body Ventura. Dude, don't get me wrong, he was an okay wrestler. He was a alright actor for a wrestler. And I like his shows now where he gets all, into the whole, what are they hiding from us, and all that other crap. Even with Alex Jones sitting there whispering into his ear, well, yelling into his ear, they want to kill you, Governor, they want to kill you. Alex Jones, shut the fuck up. Alright, dude, I dig you. I have several of your movies, and I agree with several of your points, but really, stop with the paranoia mongering, because it's the same thing. I'm sorry to be going off on Alex Jones and a Sarah Palin video. I'm sure both of them are eventually going to sue me. I don't have fuck, so feel free. Here, I will just mail each one of you one of these candles, because that's all I have. You can sue me for a candle, but I'll totally give it to you. Of course, I'm pagan, so I'll bewitch and hex the candle, you motherfuckers. Anyways, why do I keep doing that? So, and then we see, now she's going to have her reality TV show. Whoop-de-fucking woo-hoo! Sarah Palin reality show? That's another reason to get outside and go for a fucking walk. Awesome! Like, I don't care. Like I really care what Sarah Palin or what Bristol Palin says or does or anything. I am like 95% of heterosexual males in America. I don't give a fuck about your politics. I don't give a fuck about your mission. I don't give a damn about your beliefs. Take your top off or get off my fucking TV. Now, I'm not a big one about, oh, just show me the boobs, but that's all this woman is worth to me. She hasn't had a single good idea since, she hasn't had a single good idea. And, oh man, I tell you, back when she was going all off, oh, I wish people would stop going, using retard as derogatory. Let me tell you something. Alright, I'm in a position where I could say this. Alright, because our son has mental retardation, the real kind. So saying there's a big difference between somebody who's retarded, I'm not going to pop out any examples, but we all know people who are retarded, and somebody being a retard, like Sarah Palin is being a retard. Dude, so your son is retarded. It happens. You deal, and coming from one special needs parent to another, I'm sure you have advocated and gone well beyond what most people would assume or could figure that you could. You've gone through a lot of sacrifice, and that's great. But also coming from one special needs parent to another, if somebody, like I'm driving on the road and somebody's being a fucking retard, guess what? There's no other word to describe that. It's not they're being stupid or selfish or not thinking ahead or whatever. They're being a fucking retard. I think we have better things to focus on than political correctness. So anyways, that's my general thoughts there on Sarah Palin. you know, take your shirt off or get off my TV, because I ain't gonna vote for you, bitch. Alright. Anyways, thanks. Show your love. Show your love to the Rob. Yeah.